Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's happening?
I got a question for you. What is the most fucked up time of day to eat a sandwich?
Wow.
Not a meal. Not for a meal, just to have a sandwich.
I think I've had a sandwich at almost every point in the day.
Even night.
Yeah.
Any of the 24-hour clock, you've had a sandwich? Well, what's the most fucked up? What has, like, damaged you or hurt you? What has, like, thrown your rhythm off entirely?
I would say probably like 4 a.m. is the most fucked up.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too. 4 a.m. sandwich is either a really bad morning or a really bad night by any measure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was going to say like first thing in the morning, but then I remembered like I make egg sandwiches all the time.
That's a sandwich.
Egg sandwiches are indeed sandwiches. So I had one of those actually for dinner tonight. Is that fucked up?
No, that's a perfectly normal dinner sandwich. If you're having one for like 6, between like 4 and 8 is a dinner time for most people.
Yeah.
Depending on age and routine.
What if I used, instead of bread, I used a bagel, a sliced bagel?
A bagel is bread.
I know a bagel is bread, but it's not traditional sandwich bread.
It's a fucking bread. Now, if you're going to use like pumpkin outsides.
Pumpkin outsides?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or like banana peels. Or a double down scenario, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, 4 a.m. Listeners, if you have a fucked up time that you think's more fucked up to eat a sandwich than 4 a.m., please chime in.
You mean hot sounds I recorded?
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast covering classic Japanese role-playing games, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to Season 7, Episode 37.
In a row?
Yeah, actually, in a row. My name is Chris. We're covering Lunar, the Silver Star story, and I'm joined by Eric. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to see you again. We're also joined by the RealNet, a collective of luscious liberals who are watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed at patreon.com/retro AM.
We're also joined by a fake net, a post-production voice companion who knew what Chiaroscuro was before Claire Obscure Expedition 33 came out.
Initializing fake net.
The strong contrast between light and dark can also describe Lunar, the Silver Star, if you really think about it.
Was that applied to the current fake net or the French fake net, or all fake nets one fake net?
All of them.
Okay.
I mean, there is no French. I mean, they speak French in Australia sometimes.
Yeah, they speak French everywhere sometimes.
Plus, it's the digital plane. There are no countries, man.
Can you think of one country where no one has ever spoken French?
Botswana.
You sure about that?
No.
Okay, I don't think so. I think someone has spoken French in every country.
Is Antarctica a country? We have banned all of Europe from Antarctica, correct?
I'm not familiar with this.
We'll have to look that up.
And then, I don't really want to know.
You know where we're not banned from is a tower. That's where we're going with Laike. We have a new party. We've left our friends behind.
Yeah, how do you feel about this new party configuration?
I like it. It's a nice mid-game swerve. Usually you expect all the party shenanigans to like shake out in the early game, like it does in most RPGs, but now that we're just off with our idol, well, not our idol, but like secretly our idol.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if it would have been a better choice to have Myght saying, oh, I'm going to only fight with my left arms, therefore I'm level 27, just like you, Alex.
You mean Laike.
What'd I say?
Myght.
I mean Laike, yes. But you know what I'm saying, right?
If he was going to like tie one hand behind his back and like therefore he had half his HP and like half of his magic, like his magic had a 75% chance of not working.
Yeah, it feels like a fool's errand.
Laike should have been a drunk guy for this. Like he should have gotten hammered and had to go with Alex.
Yeah, there you
way.
go. I'm a little hammered, Alex. I've got to use this sword from Saith.
My sword doesn't work.
I only brought my equipment I got in Saith. Therefore, I'm not as strong.
You see him crying as he's strangling slimes to death?
Yeah, for sure. So what's going on here, Eric?
Didn't have to be this way. World map, fun traveling plays, and I head north to a tower, not a spire, a tower.
A tower. This place sucks. Get me out of here. I'm tired of lore guys in towers. Is Myght going to be a lore guy? Damon's Tower, I wasn't a huge fan of. We got into some interesting shenanigans there.
You don't like the tower in Vane either?
There was a tower in Vane?
Crystal Spire?
Oh,
Silver Spire?
Exactly. I'm sick of towers, especially if they have bad lore. Is this one going to have bad lore? Who knows?
I think this is going to have a fucked up guy in it.
What? That's actually... I'll take it. That's one thing that we haven't found in tower yet is a fucked up guy.
Music Mist plays. The tower has bolted sheets of steel as its walls. The floor has industrial grating above its orange bricks. There are doom barrels of shit. A fucking beast man lives on the first floor.
Yep.
There are 2 sets of black doors, both of which lead to the same back room, which appears to have a slide and or garbage chute at the end.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably going to be a fuck up the door and slide back down here type deal. Laike hits this guy with a,
Tell me, is old Myght still alive and well, or is he giving off a scent of a different kind?
The unnamed beastman speaks. Is that you, Laike? Please come in. Myght will be very pleased to see you.
Oh, that was easy.
The beastman steps aside and we can enter the door behind him, the one with emerald stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I head up those stairs and instead of monsters, I find shapes.
Yes.
4 doors, each with the moon, sun, Saturn, and a star.
Yeah.
The note on the wall says, today's password, planet, star, sun, moon.
It didn't say beware of the cranky, stinky, rude genius within?
It did not.
If you are an invited visitor, today's password is...
What did it give you?
It gave me Saturn, star, sun, and moon, but they were all like emojis. They weren't actually the words.
This is one of the things that I think Working Designs deliberately fucked up.
Yeah?
For the PS1 version, neither of which we're playing anymore. I mean, I'm playing, but my version's corrected.
Okay, that's
Unworked.
why I thought that was this. Yes.
Yeah, so I think it now tells you the proper order to do this puzzle in, but in the Working Designs version, so you didn't beat this game over a weekend, they just gave you no hint whatsoever.
So you don't return the game to EB Games because it's so great that you have to walk through corridors for an hour before you figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
Do you think when this game was rented out, like, if they shoved that big manual in the box too, or did they do the thing where they photocopied it onto, like, 15 different pages?
I bet they did. I do remember a lot of photocopied manuals from the rental days.
Yeah, I mean, this was a late rental period, but the reason they photocopied it is because fuckers like me would just forget about the manual and keep. That's why there's a manual for Quest 64 in my computer room right now.
Oh, good point.
I still have all that stuff. Why throw it away? I might need it one day.
I rented Metal Gear Solid.
I can't shoot.
From a place that wrote the frequency that's on the back of the box.
That's smart.
Onto the thing.
Yeah, someone like a true gamer must have worked there.
Yes. I think it was like a local mom and pop kind of place.
Well, I do it. I do the puzzle, and we arrive at a series of steel catwalks on top of pipes. I think this was a level in God Hand. What the hell is this? Where do I go? Oh, those things across the center column are elevators. Those leads to a door, which leads to pipe areas. The visual map is also not making a ton of sense. Maybe I'm stupid. What if I'm stupid?
What, just the fact that you don't understand all these pipes and where to go?
Correct.
Okay. There's a bit of a puzzle with this one, but I didn't put any thought into this dungeon at all. I just wandered until I got there. Yeah.
I did the exact same thing. I was like, surely if I keep going in all of these doors, I'm going to go into the right door.
Yeah. It was useful for me.
On PSP, I would describe this place as pipe punk. Actual sewer level. Very brown.
Punk. Did you ever play Pipe Dream on the Super Nintendo?
I played it on regular Nintendo. That was a Christmas gift that I regretted.
I didn't know they made a regular Nintendo.
Hell yeah, they did. I didn't know they made a Super Nintendo version. We're all learning things here tonight, Chris.
I thought it was pretty cool.
FakeNet, give me some Super Nintendo Pipe Dream music.
Initializing FakeNet.
Okay, but I would never dream of hitting my boys with a pipe.
All right.
Just play the entire song for a little bit. Thank you.
That's fine.
On Sega CD, it's just a bunch of pipes. It's called Pipe World. I don't know. Any other notes before we fight things, Chris?
I'm ready to fight some things.
Let me fight.
I fought some plasma prism.
Rotating mirror.
Which, speaking of things in towers, we also encounter these in the Crystal Tower as well. Or these the same sprite.
Yes. If we had laser guns, would they reflect our fire beams?
They are enemy creatures that are ahead of their time. They're ready for the lasers, but there are no lasers yet.
How do you feel about... I mean, I know most of the things are magic monsters, and later on we'll fight steam-based enemies, but what are these things? Did Myght make these? Did these live here? Like, what are we supposed to think about this? Are we thinking harder about this than anyone ever has before?
So there's always an answer to this question.
Yeah.
In every RPG. If there is not a specific reason for the monsters to be there, they're the security system.
They're the security system.
They are the security system.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just it's strange to find a land that has no electricity to have whatever.
Yeah.
Next enemy?
Magic Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys you can't hit.
This is a new sprite.
It is, isn't it? You're right. He's got, what's your description?
3-pointed purple jester hat, angry eyes, cross-armed Mickey Mouse glove creature sitting on a floating upside-down red top hat.
Yeah, this is one of the... Now that I'm thinking about it, this is maybe one of the best monsters in the game other than the Razor Wolf, I think, is the coolest looking thing.
This is something that... I think you said this about something earlier in a different show about how this doesn't feel like it's from this game.
Yeah.
Like this is something else.
Yeah, that's true.
He dodges and disappears into the hat whenever Laike or Alex take a swipe at him. Like Chris said, you cannot hit him.
Yes.
Sword Dance, though, works on their ass.
Because Sword Dance is magic, I guess?
Yeah. He also, the Magic Hat, will take something out of his hat and throw it, but it moves too fast for me to see what it is. Was he throwing a piece of shit, Chris? Did you see any of this?
Oh my God, wow.
Big turd? What do we got?
It's like a sack of toys. There's it looks like maybe a baby rattle.
Baby rattle.
A small UFO. A clown nose. Looks like a GameCube. And a crucifix.
It probably was a GameCube and a crucifix. I can't tell if you're fucking with me. Does it have a handle? Got to be a handle if it's a GameCube.
Well, the baby rattle's kind of on top of the handle.
Oh, then it's Casio Loopy. What'd you fight next, Chris?
I don't know. Next, I fought a mecha star. You know me, I love mecha.
Yeah, and stars. How's this on the mecha? Do you want to ride in this and have cool, like, antagonistic battles with your rival?
I think mecha in this instance is being used as a...
Mechanical.
Yes, as a shortened version of mechanical, yes, instead of, I don't know, mechanical robot that you ride in.
Jetfire.
Jetfire.
Skyfire.
Floating purple crystal with orbiting pink sparkle. One more enemy in this level.
Oh, yes, my favorite enemy in this level. I guess now my second favorite, now that we know that the one guy throws crucifixes in GameCube.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah. It is the Tormentor.
Penny's big breakaway rolling ass wheel wizard.
Yeah, unicycle clown doll.
Uniracer's looking ass.
Uniracers looking ass.
Uniracers looking ass.
Yeah, these things look cool, though. They've got a cool, like, wind-up, peel-out animation when they attack.
The fact that these are so weird, and we have at least 2 brand new unique sprites that, as far as I know, also never pop up anywhere else in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Might's inventions. What do you think?
Yeah, security system.
Yeah,
I mean, it all
security
works
system
together,
he made,
right?
and like the fact that Plasma Prism is a reskin of a floating mirror from, I think, the opening cave.
Yeah.
Like that is probably something that like broke containment and went to go some other, like Myght like shoveled them off there and they reproduced and multiplied nanomachines, etc.
Yeah, well said.
There's some loot around here. Got a healing nut, crystal sword, barrier ring, and 1000S.
Oh, I think I might have missed the crystal sword.
Next note, pretty much went through Null's game-spanning supply of healing herbs here since I don't have a magic spell.
Yeah, poor guy.
How'd you do?
I did all right. I had to basically do the same thing. I think I had to use some starlights along the way as well, since I was using all the NP for magic, because Laike has no magic.
Right. He doesn't know how to use it anymore.
Maybe that was the sacrifice.
Well, after going through pretty much every door, using my caveman brain to solve no puzzles, I arrive at Might's workshop. Music, Have a Big Dream plays.
Ah, someone out here is having a big dream.
And my dude has multiple machines cranking multiple huge gears, solving multiple non-existent problems.
Metal Man level looking ass room.
Yeah, Metal Man, cool. There's a Zelda-shaped beast woman here. She says, Myght doesn't like people, so he built a maze in the tower to keep intruders out, but it's much easier to get back down. The chute will take you directly to the ground floor. We have friends who live deeper into the city in Louisville, and whenever they have to come out to the hellish suburbs that Chris and I live in, they always describe it as a maze and say things like, I can't believe you drive through this shit every day.
Yeah.
Do we do the same thing? Are we in a Might's tower of our own by forcing our friends and compatriots to navigate intense mazes to reach our houses?
Yes, but it's not our fault.
It is.
I mean, it's our fault that we chose to live here, but it's not our fault that the place was built like this.
It's so unintuitive and weird and
they're just
GPS confusing.
Yes, they're just slowly building on us. This looks like somebody...
SimCity-ass fucking town?
Yeah, but first time playing SimCity on Super Nintendo. Not even the good one.
Super Nintendo was a good one.
That was a good one.
That
but
was,
like
among console SimCities, that might be the best.
It had the most character of any of the SimCities, but I don't think it was the best version simply because... Well, I mean, there was a mouse. Did it work well with that game?
You could use the mouse on SimCity Super Nintendo?
It's a question, I don't know.
FakeNet, can you do that?
Initializing FakeNet.
Fuck no, you can't do that. But you can use the Super Nintendo mouse on SimAnt.
If so, then I do believe that it's the best version of
I agree.
SimCity.
That's got to be... That was a launch game, right? Fuck, I don't know.
It was pretty early. Bowser was Godzilla. That was the coolest part about it.
On Sega CD, there are several NPCs milling about. They say they like it here, and they have no olfactory nerves because of the farting.
Oh, the farting.
They also hype up Myght, who is good against someone named Tabin, who works for the enslavement of all.
Oh, that doesn't sound like something that you should work for. So that's his rival?
Yeah.
His anime
Myght
rival?
versus Raven, and then like Shira's off to the side.
Do we get any Tabin lore before we meet Tabin in this game?
I don't think so.
I
do not believe that happens.
He comes out of nowhere later. And that's not a spoiler because there's no context for him being there.
He's a question mark in the instruction manual.
Yeah, for what reason? Question mark.
Anime cutscene. An inventor-type man in a lab with beakers, books, and blueprints, and a bunch of shit strapped to his back holds a magnifying glass in front of one of his eyes. He blinks, and then he speaks.
Is there something wrong with your eyes? Didn't you see the signs warning about the cranky, stinky, rude genius? Well, that's me, Myght. I hate noise, interruptions, and people. You're trespassing. Go away.
Chris, here's what Myght said in Silver Star Harmony.
Didn't you read the warning signs about the cranky, old, stinky, rude genius? Well, for your information, that's me, Myght. That's right, I hate noise, can't stand interruptions, and I don't like people. Now you're trespassing, so go away.
Holy smokes, let's waste more of your time. Here's what he says in the new Althena edition.
Is there something wrong with your eyes? Didn't you read all the warning signs about the cranky old stinky rude genius? Well, in case you haven't figured it out yet, that's me, Myght. I hate noise, can't stand interruptions, and I hate people. Now you're trespassing, so get out of here.
Instead of farting, he just says, humph.
Really?
Yes.
In Silver Star Harmony, they gave him a completely different fart sound.
New fart. Wow.
Yeah, brand new fart. Fake Net, hit me with both farts from the Silver Star Story Complete, and then Harmony, and then then hit me with your favorite fart after that.
Initializing fake net.
Complete. Harmony. My favorite.
Hell yeah, dude, love farts. On Sega CD, Myght gets that bouncy intro music. He's got a bitmap portrait, and he's holding a flathead screwdriver and a set of pliers. He says, I'm Myght and you're not. Get out of here, scram. I don't entertain visitors. Chris, tell me what the manual says about Myght.
With a severe case of body odor, Myght? Question mark? They just spelled his name wrong in the manual. Stays hidden in his tower, away from the harebrained people of the outside world. From this secluded location, he spends his time creating one innovation after another. However, it is rumored that he is working on an incredible flying machine, even more incredible than his legendary B.O.
Myght is voiced by Dean Williams. Dean had a bunch of live-action TV roles in the 80s. With games, he voiced Jail in Vi, Borgin in Eternal Blue, that's the Lunar sequel, Clef in Magic Knight Rayearth, and Nolan in Dragon Force, and Victor Huge in Growlancer 3, and no, I didn't make that name up.
Victor Huge, I love it.
Pretty sure Myght is voiced by Christopher Corey Smith in Silver Star Harmony, who also voiced Mel. When I googled that, the shitty AI told me Christopher Corey Smith voiced Myght, also known as Mel D. Alkirk in the 2012 video game Lunar Silver Star Story Touch.
Good.
Music Have a Big Dream resumes and Laike laughs it off.
Ho, ho, ho. It's good to see you haven't changed, Myght. At least it smells like you're eating better these days.
Honestly, that's not a bad line when one of your buddies farts in front of you. However, can you... Like, if I eat a bunch of broccoli and then fart, if I farted in your face after I did that, would that be different than if I ate, like, a Baconator?
I don't think so.
I think it's all just poop gas, right?
But if you pooped in my house, I might be able to tell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But is it like, do you prefer one to the other? You know what I mean? Like...
Well, I mean, now that I have kids coming in and out of my house all the time, like, I can tell who has the good diet and who has the bad diet
okay,
when the
yeah.
kids come over.
And which one's the dog?
Yeah.
Could you, like, if I pointed to 3 turds, could you identify which came from a kid and your dog?
Yes.
And, like, which kid?
I mean, I don't see my kids poop anymore because they're almost 10 years old.
Well, right now, but not... I'm just saying, if we Pepsi challenge it, could you nail the turds from which kid?
Not from which kid, but I can identify a dog
between
turd.
kids. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I know what my dog's turds look like because I pick them up all the time.
Of course, right.
Yeah.
They're delicious. Myght replies, Bob, what do you care? You only come here when you want something. So out with it. Who's the little brat?
This is my friend Alex. He's looking for the Black Dragon. And when he finds him, he'll become the next Dragon Master. But his real quest is to travel to the frontier and rescue a girl from the Magic Emperor.
Myght is unenthused, but he gets down to business. The frontier, bah, now I get it. You want me to build this kid an airship, right?
Right. You know Alex can't get to the frontier without it. Alex needs your help, Myght. So do I. You know I'll beg if I have to.
That last line comes through as a little bit pathetic for Laike, like he's asked Myght for a favor before and then fucked it up.
I think he's asked Myght for an airship before.
Oh, yeah.
Because if Myght can build an airship, that would imply that he already has an airship, unless he gave it to some asshole who crashed it.
Right, that's what I believe happened here.
Yes, okay.
Myght acquiesces. Bah, preserve what little dignity you have. I'll build your damned airship. Humph. Laike expresses joy.
Ho, ho, ho! You haven't changed a bit, my friend. Thank you, Myght. Now you have a way to reach the frontier, Alex, which brings you the Black Dragon. I've heard rumors that it can be found in the prairie to the south of Tamur. So let's get back there and see if anyone can give you some facts.
Love facts. And I'll ask Laike how he knows so much about everything. Laike replies, but says nothing.
Oh, ho, ho, you're quite the inquisitive one, aren't you?
We have control. I speak to Myght again.
Mm-hmm.
He says, don't worry about me, brat. I'll be finished with the airship long before you find your Black Dragon, I assure you. Humph. Bah. Come back here when you are ready to fly. Nya. I can't build your airship if you keep buzzing around here like a turd-sick gnat.
Turd-Sick Gnat?
Turd-Sick Gnat.
Chris, have you ever been turd-sick? A lot of poop in this episode.
I know. Yeah, I've been... Does turd-sick mean just have bad turds?
I think in the context of this, that the gnats crave the turd. And they have eaten too much of the turd and have become sick. Because gnats flock to turds. I think flies are more turd-type creatures, and gnats are more like...
I don't think I've ever been turd-sick, though.
No, I don't think I've been turd-sick either, like just craving the turd so much.
So in your version, he doesn't say, bah, come back here when you are ready to fly, yeah?
He did, but then after that, he said the Turd-Sick Gnat line.
Was it the second speak again?
Yes.
Oh, it didn't speak again.
So we don't know if Turd-Sick Gnat made it in the remix.
No, we don't.
That's a fucking crime right there.
If you do know, write us.
If you've ever been turd-sick, write us about that, too.
The boys are just kidding, they're making a joke. Please do not send turd sickness stories.
Laike leaves the party and says he's going to go stick around here and chat with Myght. Myght replies, bah, what's there to talk about? I still stink and you still have that ridiculous beard. They banter a bit more, but Chris, shit, what do you think Laike would look like without that beard?
I think he would look like a dead guy.
Yeah, dead dude.
Yeah.
On Sega CD, Laike and Myght exchange 2 lines of dialogue where Myght agrees to build another hot air balloon. That's all before I take the slide out of here.
So, I do have one update here.
Yeah, what's up?
I did speak to Myght again, and Turd-Sick Gnat did survive.
Confirm the turd. Hell
yes,
yeah.
Yes, I just
done your homework, Chris.
Yeah.
Didn't know the dog ate it. Well, I take that slide out of here. There is no fun slide sound effect, so FakeNet, please put in a slide whistle sound effect, please.
Can you go on the roof?
Not in this version.
You can go on the roof.
What happens on the roof?
Nothing.
Okay.
But you can tell something's going to happen because it's like a pre-rendered draw, not pre-rendered, but
You mean something later will happen on the roof?
Something later will happen on the roof.
Because it's a well-animated scene. It looks like the tree from the beginning of the game. Someone spent time on the roof.
Yes, a bespoke area, I guess was what I was trying to say.
The NPC on the first floor has heard Myght is building an airship for us. They say he must really like you. He doesn't usually like anyone, and he hates me. He also tells us Myght was a friend of Dine, quote, but he doesn't seem very fond of Dragon Masters anymore. I wonder what happened to change his mind. On Sega CD, and I don't know if this is optional, but you can go to the roof of Might's tower where music Vile Tribe plays. Guess who beams in?
Vile Tribe? The Vile Tribe?
Galleon.
Zenobia. Oh, wow. Really?
He beams in and tells Alex and
Is
Laike...
he in Magic... I'm sorry. Is he
in
Magic Emperor
Galleon,
okay.
Of course.
Okay.
He tells Alex and Laike that it's been a while. He says, soon I will have the goddess and indeed the entire world in the palm of my hand. Join me again, Laike, using this goddess's power. The magic power you lost can even be restored. Laike replies,
Power granted by those means is worthless. Can't you understand that, Galleon?
Galleon replies, yet. I have the Galleon voice too, right?
You're also Galleon. Fucking talk to yourself, dude.
I don't remember how to do it. Yes. But once the world is mine, I will define what is meaning and what doesn't. Now, Laike counters,
Yes, but a heartless life is empty and worthless. Is it not? No, Galleon. I've cast my lot with Alex. I will help him become Dragon Master, and he will stop your wicked rule. Bet on it.
Well, Eric, guess what? Galleon has another comeback. Alex, to defeat me, you must become stronger. Study hard, Dragon Boy.
Fucking Dragon Boy, sick.
You're going to need a lot more than a few cheap parlor tricks to challenge me. The next time we meet, you will die. Bet on it, Dragon Boy. Galleon beams out, and Laike tells Alex that we need to get him strong enough to beat Galleon. Laike does not explain how, but he tells Alex he believes in him.
That's all you need is encouragement.
Yeah. Also, you have a note here that says you have to walk all the way back down through the fucking pipes on the Sega CD version.
There is no slide in the Sega CD version that I observed.
Yes.
Well, anything else before we find ourselves back in Tamur?
I did talk to the blue-haired town greeter fellow on my way back to the bar, and he said, you went into Might's tower? I hear he's a monster with huge fangs and long claws that he uses to impale his victims. Hey.
Tamur is playing, by the way.
Yes, thank you. Hey, where's that warrior you were with? Don't tell me he was eaten alive by Myght. Wasn't he? Gross.
Null says no way. The guy continues.
Maybe you're all just monsters in disguise. I dare you to let me yank on your faces.
Chris, have you ever yanked on someone's face?
I've never yanked on someone's face before. Thanks for asking.
Mario 64? No?
Thanks for... Well, that's true.
Talk to anybody else?
The leprosy guy. The guy trying to cure leprosy.
Snake oil salesman?
Yes, that guy. Woo, got another batch of snake oil medicine ready. Time to get rich.
I hope I didn't make too much medicine. I know. I'll pray to Althena to cause a huge accident.
Oh, that's exactly what you should use God for.
That's right.
Old man with the staff says some people are afraid of the Prairie Tribe.
Some people think the Prairie Tribe is populated with barbarians, but they're some of the kindest people I've ever had the privilege to meet. I hope to meet them again.
Oh.
Forest Makeout Girl?
She says the Prairie Tribe exists on the other side of the Forest of Illusion, but they never tell anyone how they managed to find their way through it.
Holy smokes. How about any buildings? You go in any of those?
It appears I did not go in any buildings, Eric.
The lady in the motel says maybe I should revamp this motel to cater to the vile tribe instead. Of course, I'll have to replace all the beds. What do you think those monsters sleep on? Dirt or rocks?
I think monsters sleep on both.
I think so too. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, the bar's where we need to be.
The two guys at the table, the right guy, the drunk, says, you know the secret, don't you? The taste buds don't really wake up till your third beer. The left guy says, so that's your friend over there? I've never seen anyone drink so many beers so quickly in all my life. My drinking buddies are jealous of your friend. He sure can hold his liquor.
Mm-hmm.
The green shirt guy at the right table said, if I worked as hard as I drink, I bet I could make a fortune. Maybe I can find a job where all I have to do is drink all day. Null tells the man that if there were a job, Kyle would already have it.
True.
Speaking of jobs where you drink all day,
yeah,
I think I used to live with a guy who worked, how do I say this? His buddies would start the day off at their job with a 30 case of beer they would buy at the gas station before the day started.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to explain to me that they didn't like getting drunk on the job, but they had to because their spouse would get upset if they drank that much at home.
I'm having a hard time grappling with this.
Yeah, it took me a while to think about that, to be like, is that real? Or do they just, obviously they're alcoholics, right? So
yeah,
that's
that sounds like alcoholic behavior.
But
unless they're just being totally sarcastic.
Yeah, no.
But either being sarcastic, they're still fucked up.
Yeah, it was like not trying to get fucked up at work, but like getting fucked up and cannot do it when not at work.
Yeah. Okay, I hope they were. Never mind. I don't want to.
Yeah. You don't want to know where they worked?
No, I don't.
Bartender.
It's not a bit either. I don't. Don't tell me.
No, yeah, I'm not going to tell you. No, it'll make your life worse.
Okay, bartender says, your friend here had an awful lot to drink, and I'm concerned that he isn't going to come back for more. He's the best customer I've had in here since that Lake guy.
It's why I wonder if the people who run the lottery kind of fret when there's the Gambler's Anonymous number on the side of the machine.
They fret?
Well, I wonder if they do. If they're the instructions to stop being addicted to this are printed on the product.
I think that stuff becomes white noise when you're addicted to something.
Oh, for sure.
As a former smoker of cigarettes, I can tell you that.
The warnings don't matter.
Yeah, especially when you're like 25 or maybe 22.
Yeah, you're going to live forever. Don't worry about it.
It'll be fine.
Talk to Kyle.
I talked to the bartender again. He says, tell you what, next time you come in, I'll give you every 6th drink absolutely free of charge.
Best customer I've had since the Lake guy is pretty good too, considering it also implies Lake may have just gotten drunk and forgotten all of his magic, like it's actually not a curse or something.
Yeah, that's true. I talked to Kyle next. He says...
He's shit-faced.
Yeah, he does have the shit-faced face. He says, hey, Alex, I thought I told you to take your time. Heh. Just kidding, buddy. Let's go.
Null can smell Kyle's beer breath from the other side of the room.
Yep.
Kyle continues.
So where are we going, Alex? Is there any more beer? Heh. Woo.
Woohoo.
Woo.
I spoke to Mia next. She said, welcome back, Alex. We're all ready to leave, but there's a problem. We can't find Nash. I wonder where he went. She also asked to leave soon. Mia, like me, has never felt comfortable at drinking establishments. She says, the more inebriated patrons tend to ask me for favors.
True.
Hand jobs. Jessica is in her normal portrait, but she says,
hey, Alex, any good news? Heh.
Null describes Jessica as blammed off of her feet.
I kind of like that one a lot.
It's pretty good. They changed it in Harmony where she is hammered.
Oh, well, it does make more sense, but blamed off her feet sounds classic and inspired.
I feel like the usage of blam in the English language has fallen quite a bit in the last 25 years.
Yeah, I don't even think they use blam in comic books anymore, Eric.
No, it's only on misprints of chapstick. Lip blam.
Yes. Thank you.
Kyle asks if we met Myght. Null says we did and that Myght didn't have a freshest of personal sense. But he promised to make us an airship. Jessica, I work with a guy who doesn't believe in deodorant.
He doesn't believe in deodorant?
No, doesn't wear it. He's from I think he's from Senegal. And they just don't do that.
They don't deodorant there.
No, and he smells real bad every single day, but doesn't bother him, not interested in correcting the behavior. Super nice guy. Like him, we talk about PlayStation.
Yeah,
but
good.
Some people. Jessica is concerned. If it's anything like the one Shira built, we might not want to keep that promise. It is weird that we're on our second airship, right?
Is it a balloon and airship? I think so.
Oh, yeah, it's an airship for sure.
Yeah, it is weird.
Null tells the doubting Jessica that Myght seemed pretty confident that it would work. Who do you trust more, Myght or Shira? Do you want to fill an airship with fucking bugs from the backyard or like whatever this crazy old man's making in his tower?
I trust Myght more. I feel like he is capable. He might be insane, but he's capable.
Nash rolls in. Says, I apologize, Alex. I returned here as fast as I could. So how did it go with Myght? Everyone leaves the table area and approaches Nash. Shitface Kyle asks him, what the hell?
What the hell?
Wow.
When you left here, you were sulkier than a 3-year-old. Hick. Jessica adds to it, but now you're smiling so wide, the top of your head is about to fall off. You're a weirdo. Would you like to know what happens at this moment on Sega CD?
Yes.
This is where Nash comes back after betraying us with Zenobia at the Blue Dragon.
Oh, interesting.
Music Betrayal plays when he rolls in the bar. He acts like nothing ever happened, and he tells the gang he's discovered the way to the frontier.
Oh.
He talks about the fountain of transfer to Myriad and how we need to restart it with the water of Mirage.
That's different.
Mia tells us the Prairie Tribe has the water of Mirage.
Oh.
Nash inches forward toward our dudes, and he tells us that he was injured when he escaped from Zenobia. She must have figured out that I was trying to pull a double cross. I'm sorry to keep you guys in the dark about my plan. I pretended to return home, and I asked one of Galleon's henchmen about the fountain. Null asks why that would work, and Nash tells Null that some of the henchmen still think he's on their side. Quote, really, I'm not lying. Don't you believe me? We get a choice. I believe you, or you're such a liar. I tell Nash he's a liar. He replies, great, okay, fine. Don't believe me. I don't care. But Mia, she tells Nash she still trusts him and that he would never betray us. Nash thanks Mia, but says that's not enough, so we go through all that shit again and tell Nash we believe him. Nash thanks Alex for the vote of confidence, hands over the Blue Dragon's helmet, and says, let's get out of here and get that Mirage water.
I forgot that he took the Blue Dragon helmet.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Looting thief.
Jerk. That's interesting that they changed the moment of Nash's
betrayal and reacceptance.
Yes, yes, it's very strange. I don't know.
Because in our current, he hasn't betrayed us on PS1. He's just been absent for a weird amount of time and been depressed.
Sus.
Yeah.
He's been
very
sus lately.
Back on PS1, where Nash left for no reason and came back, Nash, the untrustworthy fucker, replies,
well, anyway, something's going on in the town square. A man and a woman seem to be having an extreme disagreement with another man.
An extreme disagreement.
That sounds like a fight.
Mm-hmm. He's smiling sober, Kyle, by the way.
Yeah, he's
fine. He's sobered up.
At the moment that he knew there was a fight to be had, then he sobered up. He says, Alex, I don't know if we should get involved in something kinky like that.
Kinky preserved in the new version. Nice.
Yes, good. I'm glad.
We line up and we're off. Shitface Kyle responds to the drunks, Hick, I feel like I'm on a trip to the Blue Star.
Good.
So he's re-drunked now that
he had a moment of sobriety.
Okay. I head up into that field area, the weird field where an event was surely going to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Music, Solitary Wolf plays. And two strangers have strung up the Dross-like NPC, the snake oil salesman.
Mm-hmm.
A full noose is around his entire body, which is not how that is supposed to work. He says, can't breathe, ack. Please, help me. Alex with braids is here, Tempest. He replies, no, your crime deserves only a painful death. It is the law of the prairie. The snake oil salesman continues his struggle. I'm sorry, please. Null tells us the obvious. They're hanging that poor guy, and we get a choice.
Sort of.
We have to help him, or he probably deserves it. I say he deserves it.
Me too.
Of course.
Null says, but he's dying, Alex.
Well, I guess we have to help him.
Yeah, Null doesn't do one of those things where he keeps saying different and funnier things.
No,
he just keeps saying that. Guess we're saving this guy. Alex yells, stop, and runs to the Dross-like and does a little shimmy and jump animation kind of thing.
Step up, jump, cut the rope, neat sound effect.
It feels like the Dross-like man here had a few extra frames of animation on his way down, which made it look very nice.
Pretty good.
This game doesn't animate much on the field very much, but
it's expensive.
Yeah, it's true.
The man screams and runs off at 1 million miles per hour.
Yes.
And the other new person, a portrait lady with blue hair, screams for the Dross-like to come back here.
Yes.
Alex gets in her face and realizes this is the power couple who saved their asses on Tamur Pass. Anime cutscene. We open up on the unnamed braided man standing with his hands on his hips. His lady stands in profile to his right. The man points directly at the camera and asks,
we are of the Plains tribe. I am Tempest and this is Fresca. That man was trying to sell fake medicine to the desperate people here. He knowingly lied for profit. It is the rule of the prairie to execute liars. Why do you dare to interfere in our tribal affairs? Are you a thief as well?
Holy shit, what did he say on PSP?
I am Tempest of the Plains tribe, and this is my wife Fresca. That scoundrel tried to trick our people into buying fake medicine. He lied to us for the sake of profit, and liars must be hung. That is the law of the prairie. How dare you interfere with our affairs? Could it be that you are a thief as well?
Holy shit, what did he say in the Althena version?
We are of the Plains tribe. I am Tempest, and this here is Fresca. That snake tried to trick our people into buying fake medicine. He lied to us for the sake of profit. And the law of the prairie states liars must be executed. How dare you interfere with our affairs? Could it be that you are a thief as well?
On PSP, he calls Fresca his wife.
Oh, really?
That's kind of weird, right?
Is it? I mean,
I don't know.
Are you allowed to have a wife out here in the prairie?
I don't think so. I mean, did they mention being married anywhere else?
No, I mean, I think it's weird they would have added that for whatever reason, but it's not weird to have a wife.
Are you allowed to have a wife on the prairie? Fake Net, are you allowed to have a wife on the prairie?
Initializing fake net.
Yes, but only if you live in a little house on that prairie.
Music, Fighters plays. Alex gets in his fucking face.
This isn't the prairie. The laws of Tamur are different. Alex now knows he's a sheriff now.
Right, law of the West.
Yes, it's true. And they don't allow you to hang a man until he's been proven guilty of a crime. Also, Alex, maybe a little bit of conjecture here, Alex, because we don't know if every town has their own individual laws. Is there federal law? Does Vane have some sort of executive branch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like Alex has, 17 years in Berg and 3.5 weeks out in the world?
Yeah, or one day.
It's still the first day. It's been a very long day. I think we've canonically slept twice, though, right?
Yeah, at least.
Fresca has a comeback. You fought the vile tribe at Tamur Pass. You know our cause is just. I must know why you took it upon yourself to interfere. Are you not a warrior?
Wow.
Tempest shits into Alex's mouth.
He says, I have never met a warrior who permits a liar to go unpunished. There can only be one explanation. You must be a coward.
Called him Chicken McFly.
Yeah.
A defiant Null repeats what we all know. Alex is no coward. Tempest lays out the law of the East.
Well then, this is the time to prove that he is of the warrior class. A true warrior would never decline a challenge from another warrior. So I challenge you now.
Alex cannot believe this shit, but Tempest doubles down.
We shall quickly learn if you are what you purport to be.
Good word, purport.
Yeah, I love it. If you defeat me, I shall pledge my allegiance to your cause. But if you fall before me, your public humiliation will be known to all.
Fresca locks it in. She says, we'll make certain of that. Null doesn't think we can talk our way out of this. A pissed off Alex tells Null, I wouldn't want to anyway. Firm-faced Tempest tells Alex,
I must know your name before we begin, which is a nice thing.
Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
You already know it, Chris. Alex is Alex.
Alex of Berg.
Tempest replies,
well then, Alex, the time is at hand to prove the worth of your way. I expect a hard fight, no less. To arms, then!
Music, Stand and Fight plays, and Alex is 1v1ing Tempest. No items, final destination.
Finally, on a farm.
We're in a green field where that arch that we just hung the draw slug from is in the background. Thank God I healed Alex at the goddess statue after Might's tower. Tempest is firing flash arrows that blow Alex up for 23 damage. Well, 1 vigor and 3 sword dances, and my dude is totally fucked up. Any highlights from your Tempest fight, Chris?
He does 9 damage to me with an arrow.
Yeah, he can't hit shit.
I do vigor, same thing. A couple sword dances and we're off.
Is there any benefit to doing vigor twice? Or does it hit you at like a +0 for the attack?
You can do it, I think, up to 3 times.
And it would still have an effect?
Yeah, it starts to go to zeros at some point.
Okay. Music, Solitary Wolf plays, and we're back in Tamur. Tempest loves this shit. He says your skill is impressive, Alex. It appears you do know the way of the warrior for 3DO. I apologize for doubting you. Whenever I can be of assistance, I shall gladly lend a hand to your cause. So,
new party member?
New party member. Fresca can't believe it, that Alex met a Tempest, but if we challenge Tempest on any kind of law, do all we have to do is just beat him up, and then he'll agree to whatever we want to do?
We change the law. All we have to do is beat his ass.
Yeah, like we have unlimited thing to do anything in his land. We just got to beat the fuck out of him again.
Yeah.
Like, I get to take all of your Hershey's chocolate bars back at your tent, Tempest. That's what I would ask for. I'm subbing my desires for Alex.
Yes.
Well, Tempest can believe it. It's all right, Fresca. That fight was fair, and the victory was Alex's. Fresca starts making excuses. Hardly, Tempest. You're exhausted. We've been riding for 3 days. Null is impressed. Holy chaps! He's this strong after 3 days and nights of travel? That's incredible. It's just so, like, they're portraying it as the Jordan Flu game here. We're like, Alex won that fight, but Tempest has been riding a horse for 3 days in a row.
I haven't slept since my girlfriend got kidnapped.
Yeah, we should have said that. I haven't slept in a year, motherfucker.
I've been to like 4 dragon caves.
Yeah.
No,
How much dragon armor do you have? You've never left the prairie.
I've been to 3 dragon caves and one of them twice. Look at your ass.
I've been on a boat.
I went to school.
I can teleport. Tempest gets down to business. Alex, we have come here in search of the singer from our tribe. She was kidnapped by the Vile tribe 5 moons past. That's a cute way to say 5 days ago, Chris, in case you were confused about 5 moons past.
5 moons, 5 tides, all that kind of stuff.
The father, son of the holy moon. Fresca adds, we've been traveling without rest in hopes of finding her kidnappers. So what we know about this world, I hate to be the pedantic shithead, but there's not much between where they live and where we are now. If they just check all the other areas first, or if they just, I don't know. I'm not buying their horseshit stories when I'm telling you.
You're not buying that they're...
No, they've been fucking off at the spring, Chris.
So they're not actually looking for a singer?
No, they're trying to get pregnant at the fucking ladies' spring. That's what I think's happening.
Oh, he needs to level up first, though.
Yeah.
It's tough to get in there.
How to come.
No.
Null tells them we're on our own quest for Luna. The smiling Tempest realizes our purpose is the same, and he gives Alex a dragon necklace. In Harmony, he gives him the Tempest Manifesto.
I don't want to read that.
You don't want a necklace, you want the Tempest Manifesto? What are these guys' thoughts and ideas?
I think I've already had to read like 2 manifestos in the past year, I think.
Which shooter manifestos did you read, Chris?
I don't remember.
All right, it must have been effective.
I don't want to talk about mass shooters. I have read mass shooter manifestos this year.
Well, what if it's just one shooter? The Luigi Manifesto was all right.
Yeah, his might have been one. I feel like there was another one.
There's been plenty of them. Fresca can't believe that shit, but Tempest tells Fresca, I've already decided. She confirms and she understands. She's upset that Tempest just gave up the dragon necklace or the manifesto.
Seems like a big deal.
Like, Tempest didn't even do a mass shooting and he's already handed out the manifesto. Fresca's like, you fucking idiot. That's for after the shooting.
There has been a hanging, a battle, and now we are holding court.
That's right.
Like all within 5 minutes.
This is the most interesting town we've been to in at least 38 days.
This is the most interesting thing that happened in this game. Not really. It's actually
it's up there. It's top 3.
It's kind of straightforward though, but it is kind of funny in its straightforwardness.
Compared to like farting inventors and like crashing hot air balloons.
Oh yeah, this
and
is
metrosexual dragons. Like, come on.
This is way more interesting than any of that. I was just hoping for a fun twist with the native coded people.
Yeah,
but we haven't got there yet. Maybe we'll see.
Rather than just let that be mysterious, Tempest tells us what's happening. This amulet was bestowed upon me by the elders of our tribe. It's a symbol of bravery beyond what is normal. I pray that it brings luck in your search as well. And of course, in Harmony, he calls the amulet his manifesto. Alex tries to tell Tempest that he can't accept that shit, but Tempest cuts him off.
Farewell, Alex. We can discuss it when our next paths cross.
It's a fucked up way to say it. That's not the way people talk, man. It should be when next are...
Yeah, Fresca says, farewell, Warrior Alex. Warrior capital W.
Yeah, that's me, Warrior Alex.
Bestowed a title upon him.
They exit stage north, which is not the direction of their village. Yeah, Null describes the situation as intense, and I intend to agree. He says he was anxious. Mia wonders, what's up with Null? Null tells us the dragon necklace looks kind of like a dragon. The gang moves in closer. Kyle wants to take a look. Jessica tells Kyle to not touch it since his hands are filthy.
Yeah.
Kyle definitely has the dirtiest hands of the group.
For sure.
Who has the cleanest hands? And is it Mia or Nash?
The obvious answer would be Mia, but I think you're right. It's Nash.
I think it might be Nash. Yes. I think Nash may be really into clean hands.
He's got hand oil.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like moisturizers, like that's in his sash, for sure.
Is hand oil a thing? I mean, I know there's moisturizers.
Yeah, hand oil could be a weird way of saying moisturizer. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. Just checking.
Fake Net, what's the first result for hand oil?
Initializing Fake Net.
With Eric's browser history, it's cream to assist in jacking off. In an incognito window, it's a Reddit thread for hand moisturizer suggestions.
Yeah, I guess you could use it for that. I don't know. Not something I would use it for. There's better application surfaces for that.
Surprising. Very surprising. Jessica says Null's right. It's some kind of relief carving of a dragon.
Hell yeah, I like relief carvings. There's plenty of that in Vagrant's story. Nash, who has yet to explain what he was doing, observes.
Perhaps that musclehead, warrior of the prairie.
On mine he said barbarian.
Oh, interesting. So that is interesting. There's a level of sensitivity there that the localizer may have picked up on because, the word barbarian in and of itself is not problematic, but calling somebody who is like native coded a barbarian or a savage or something like that is...
It's falling out of favor.
Pretty
You're not supposed to do that anymore.
It's kind of racist. Yeah. It's kind of just flat out racist. So it's interesting that they actually picked up on that.
Nash also corrects himself here. Continue.
Oh, cool. Good job, Nash. Good job, localizer, I guess. He continues, can help us find the lair of the black dragon.
So he didn't correct himself and say barbarian, warrior?
Makes him musclehead, warrior.
Okay, gotcha. Null resolves to catch up with them and make good on Tempest's word of helping us. Chris, let's learn all about Tempest in Fresca.
Too bad they don't have alliterative titles in the guide. I was kind of hoping. It is weird that they're in the manual, though. you know?
I mean, they have portraits and they talk. I think everybody who has portraits and talks is in the manual. Am I not correct on that? Except for Tabin.
Probably. You might be right about that. I can't think of anybody else. There's not a whole lot of portrait people in this game. Speaking of portrait characters, as I'm beginning to prepare the character tournament for this, patreon.com/retroam.
Ding.
I think I have about maybe 4 or 5 more slots to make it an even 32.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about making those the final characters towns.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, no, strength of town. I think all the towns should be in there, honestly. But if you're tricked on space, we can get a best of.
Okay, we'll see if it works. This is Tempest's profile in the manual, the hardbound manual, that is. Tempest lives in the village of Powell, in the Stadius Zone. With the recent epidemic that has broken out in the prairie, Tempest and Fresca are forced to leave their village in order to find a cure. It's not what they said.
No, it's they're liars.
Tempest is a very strong fighter and brave warrior who doesn't back down from a fight. Hopefully, he's strong enough to face what lies ahead.
Tempest is voiced by Chad Letts. Chad also voiced Bastion in Vanguard Bandits, Hero in Eternal Blue Complete, and Benosa in Summon Night 6. There is no IMDb credit, but I think he either hosted or was a contestant in something called Ultimate Tag, a game show on the Fox network.
Sounds fun.
In Silver Star Harmony, Tempest was voiced by Roger Craig Smith. You may recall Roger as Chris Redfield in every Resident Evil since 5. Siegfried in Soul Calibur 4. Daigo motherfucking Dojima in Like a Dragon 7.
Wow.
And Sonic the Hedgehog since 2010 when he debuted in Sonic Colors. He also voiced Sonic in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that movie.
Tell me about Fresca.
Fresca's hometown of Pau has recently been struck with an epidemic that is slowly killing all of the inhabitants. With no known cure, Fresca and Tempest are faced with losing their entire village. With the village in these dire circumstances, she and Tempest decide to leave the village in order to find a cure before it's too late.
Fresca is voiced by Melissa Golden. We could recall Melissa from Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, where she also voices the character Jessica.
I've heard of her.
Kate Higgins is credited as the voice actress for Fresca and Silver Star Harmony on the Fresca page at Fandom. No citation. Kate also voices Lemia in Silver Star Harmony. Hey, do you know how that went in Sega CD, Chris?
Yeah?
Excellent. On Sega CD, the whole lynching thing never happens.
Oh, good.
We meet Tempest and Fresca before Might's Tower. They're in Tamur looking for strong warriors to defend the prairie and fight the Vile Tribe to fight their disease.
Good.
The Vile Tribe has spread the disease, Chris. Tempest asked if you want to test your skill, and you get a choice. Great sounds fun, or sorry, I have a headache. You tell Tempest you have a headache, he replies, what are you, a woman or a warrior? As he's standing in front of his wife, a warrior woman. Well, if you tell Tempest it sounds like fun, he says, since this is only a friendly match, I'll stop short of killing you, but I will inflict some pain. Ha ha ha. Then the battle music plays, but it's not a battle. We're in this little field. Laike, Kyle, and Jessica and Fresca surround Alex and Tempest. And Tempest and Alex as NPC shuffle around and bump into each other while the game plays combat sound effects.
That's weird.
Well, after you bump fight Tempest and beat the fuck out of him, he tells Alex the second strongest guy he's ever fought. The first is, quote, that weird guy who's staying with you. And I don't know if he means Laike or Kyle. Tempest tells Alex he may have to use his skills for later. And we're off.
Wow. Interesting, I guess.
Hey, do you want to bebop around Tamur after the Tempest thing and talk to people?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Music Tamur plays, and shit, dude. What do these NPCs got to say?
Some stuff.
Blonde guy by the horse. He says, I'm shocked. I can't believe Tempest lost. You're very strong, perhaps too strong. Are you from one of the Eastern Bloc tribes?
Eastern Bloc tribes. Now, that did survive into the localization.
Yeah? You mean the new one?
The new localization, excuse me. Eastern Bloc, what does that mean? Is that just like some sort of weird...
Tough motherfuckers from the former USSR?
Are you one of the Jokic brothers?
Yeah, are you Vladi Divac?
Okay.
Null ignores the citation of tough-ass motherfuckers from Croatia and remarks, I really think that if Tempest had been rested, Alex would have been in trouble. No offense, Alex.
Eastern Promises.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
I think we've already played audio from the naked bathroom fight, but fuck it, let's play some more.
Okay, thanks.
Did you speak to the horse? This is the worst thing in this game so far. Did you talk to the horse?
Is it still Brussels sprouts?
No.
I must have not spoke to the horse again. Well, Eric, when did you become such a horse talker?
Well, You know what? I think Brussels sprouts, he may always say that in your game because I think it's been corrected from what he says in my game.
Oh, okay.
Null remarks, woo, this horse stinks. A few less beefaroni nuggets would do him good.
Beefaroni nuggets.
Chris, you cannot feed beef to horses. Hold on, don't press it yet, there's more. Also, it went over my head, but Conrad, Invader Void at Bluesky, pointed out this is a Seinfeld reference. I tweeted this. Or I skeeted it, excuse me. So Invader Void, hacker alias at Bluesky, said, in one episode, Kramer ran a horse-drawn cab, and for some reason or another, he fed the horse beefaroni, causing ridiculous flatulence. It's from Seinfeld, Season 7, Episode 11, The Rye. Here's that sound effect.
What the hell happened?
The horse is gassy. Must have been the beefarino.
Beefarino? You fed the horse beefarino?
Okay, Chris, thank you.
Check this out.
55.
Thank you. Does beefaroni come in nugget form? I thought that was like a ravioli type deal where the beef was trapped inside of a pastry noodle.
I don't think
Like
I've had
combo,
a beefaroni product in...
They still make that? Is Chef Boyardee still cooking that shit up for all the fucked up young children?
I mean, like SpaghettiOs, Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, but that's not beefaroni, dog. Come
Oh,
on.
I know that. But I'm just saying.
Oh, Chef B still got the spaghetti. Yeah.
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
Allowable amount of roaches.
I don't even want to know either.
Who else you talk to? Talk to me, boy.
Talk to the blue hair guy. Well, I don't know if hanging that medicine man was a good idea, but I guarantee he's learned his lesson. Heh.
Guarantee he hasn't. The Makeout Woods girl, she says that sleazy salesman deserved to be punished for what he did. I don't understand why you set him free. The blonde walking stick old man.
Yeah, he says the prairie tribesman called Tempest is very strong. Reminds me of myself as a lad. Didn't even say wee lad. Anything else?
The strongest of the prairie tribe becomes their chieftain regardless of his or her age, but I don't remember hearing of one as young as Tempest. So Tempest is the youngest leader of fightermen.
Oh,
I went to some buildings next.
Oh, you did?
What do you think about that shit?
I want to hear all about it.
Hotel owner lady. If you're ever in need of a rest after a fight, you're more than welcome to stay here and take your clothes off. I mean, take a load off. Null notifies all parties that Alex and Tempest aren't going to fight anymore. And she says, your fighting days are over. I was hoping your fights would draw some tourists to Tamur. The bar, the guy on the left table, he's previously had 3 beers. He says it's not until after your 4th beer that you realize that all of this is right in the world. What's the number after 4?
That'd be
previously
5.
he said 3 beers.
Yes.
Now we're on 4. The other guy says, before I leave, I'm praying to Althena to save us from the vile tribe. The guy in green on the right, he says, do you think the beer in this bar will get any better if I pray to Althena? I mean, it's not like she has anything better to do. Damn. Bartender, congratulations on defeating the Prairie Warrior. This one's on the house. Null declines, telling the bartender that Alex does not consume alcohol. Top right house, xenophobic guy in green. He says those prairie tribesmen should stay in their own village and fight with themselves instead of fucking bothering us.
Wow.
I added fucking.
Good.
Grandma, she calls her grandson a whiner. What nature is and what my grandson thinks it should be are 2 entirely different things. Well, that's all I have for Tamur, Chris.
In that case, let's go with RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Hi, RealNet. Nice to see you again. Neat is hanging out with a stray cat. Cool.
Feed me a stray cat.
No. Why did the fake net answer the RealNet?
Gone rogue? Did you ever see Terminator?
That was weird. Shy Guy 32 says, strong bad emails taught me what chiaroscuro? Chiaroscuro. I don't know what that is either. So I must not have read all the strong bad emails.
If I recall correctly, chiaroscuro is an art technique that a high contrast between light and dark colors to force, not necessarily perspective, but the difference between light and dark.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Cal L says, are GameCube's the most throwable console?
For sure. Well, I think N64 is like, if you, that'd be a great test. Like, which one can survive more falls down the stairs in a fucking cement basement?
Or which one is easier to throw far?
Well, the GameCube has a CD drive in it, right? Like that, it can take abuse, but N64, like that thing is like more aerodynamic. It can slide better. Like I think the GameCube can take some abuse, but you're going to fucking fuck up the laser. Like at least how it sits before it fucks up and doesn't read the disc anymore.
Gotcha. Well, Shy Guy 32 says that thing that I thought was a crucifix and a clown nose is actually a kendama, which is a hammer with a ball on it with a wire or a rope tied to it, and you like a paddle ball almost.
Oh yeah, no, I totally knew that. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Wow, that's incredible. That word that I didn't just hear for the first time, I knew it for.
Shy Guy 32 says that it's basically the Japanese equivalent of that game where you need to get the ball into the cup, but instead of the cup, it's a peg.
The thing at Cracker Barrel? No, not that thing. Never mind.
I don't know. Dill 6 Row says, quick question for the room. Do people have big dreams in America in the year 20 of our fuck 25?
I kind of have dreams still. Not all of my dreams are dead. Some of them, a lot of them are.
Yeah, I think people still have big dreams, especially rich ones.
I mean, I dream of ice cream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a big dream for me. Am I actually going to leave the house and get ice cream after I make dinner? Probably not, but I dream about it all the time.
You could.
I could.
And yet, he won't.
Too tired. I gotta go to bed.
Shotguy32 says, I wonder if that GameCube-looking thing is supposed to be a Genesis. It looks a little bit like a Genesis. It just...
Wouldn't a Saturn make the most sense?
Yeah.
What color is it? I still don't even know.
Here, I have that one.
Yeah, let me see what... That's a fucking Saturn. It's got the 3 blue buttons. The Japanese Saturn is silver and has the 3 blue buttons. It's a fucking Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn confirmed, Eric.
That makes sense. It was the original console. Is that in the trivia for this game somewhere? Did we just break news? Surely someone knows that that's a Saturn. If I could see it's a Saturn in 3 seconds, surely the internet must know it's a fucking Saturn.
I'll take you I'll make a full screenshot of that and we can send it out out there and see if anybody
see if somebody says, well, I already knew that. We documented that 25 years ago, you stupid asshole. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, you just temporarily joined the RealNet to correct the podcast from earlier. Good job.
I'm not only the president, I'm also a member.
I didn't know you're the president of the RealNet. Cool.
No, I'm the president of the company, but it's like the hair club for men. Never mind.
Neat.
It says that Super Nintendo SimCity had great music.
Yeah.
Can that music be playing right now?
It's been playing the entire RealNet. I can't believe you didn't listen. Are you not? You got headphones on. Surely you've been hearing it.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Shy Guy 32 says the Nats crave the turds. Eric, that was something you said during this podcast.
It's true.
Shy Guy 32 says, is friend of Dine code for being gay?
It could be. Daddy's friend? Yeah. You know, listeners, there is a point where I have to come over to Chris's house once a week and hang out in his basement, and his children no one's allowed to be downstairs during this time. So there is an element of that. Sometimes you're daddy's friend. Sometimes you're just making a podcast.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Did Laike and Myght have a podcast? Who can say?
Maybe. Neat says that Newgrounds is the only place I've seen the word blamed.
Newgrounds does seem heavy on the blam content, that's for sure.
Helmel says, I knew a guy at summer camp when I was in high school who refused to wear deodorant, but instead wore baby powder when people complain about its smell.
I've seen that. I've seen, like, baby powder is more like a neutralizing agent than scented, though. Like, because that will, like, baby powder will sop up the moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Baby powder is, I don't think that does, it's better than nothing, I guess.
The entire RealNet is pointing out that the GameCube has a handle, so the throwing might be easier for that one. The easiest.
Oh, I thought you meant in the game, like that Lunar depicted the GameCube 5 years before the GameCube.
No. It's definitely a Saturn. Noted Saturn expert Eric has confirmed that the magic hat threw a Saturn at Alex.
Yeah, there's also Saturns on the back of the Virtualoids and Virtual line, but you already knew that.
You know what? I did. Thank you, RealNet, for joining us tonight. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia recorded on May 24th, 2025. Thank you, Mark.
Shepard.
For the intro music.
How come Eric never says thanks?
Find us on Bluesky and or YouTube at Retrograde Amnesia. You can find us on our internet website, retroam.com. And if you like this podcast, you can support it at Patreon. At patreon.com/retroam and get ad-free episodes, early access, bonus episodes, miniseries, live streams, and more. Eric, until next time.
Have a big dream.
And now you may return to your lair.
It's incredible that I didn't spill this on myself.
I know.
You fucking movie tomorrow?
Yeah.
I go to the movies like twice a year, so it's a big deal. By the way, guess how many dollars it is for 3 tickets for a fucking matinee?
$45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was great. But I was looking at my tickets. I was going to send our buddy Nick a picture of the tickets, like, hey, man, look, I got our tickets. And I'm looking at the tickets, and I bought tickets for the wrong motherfucking day. So I had to go and see if I could exchange the tickets for the correct day. I thought all movie theaters were dead because I'm used to going to Stony Brook, which no one ever goes to anymore.
Right.
But over at Escape, it's still popping like 2002. The line was out the door. I had to fucking wait in that to exchange my tickets because I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah. I went to a movie on a Friday night recently, and it wasn't like horrible like it used to be. But there were people. People watching films. People watching Marvel movies.
One of the reasons why I don't go to the theater anymore, and this is a commonly shared sentiment, is motherfuckers cannot stay off the telephone. And they are seated near me most of the time. And now that you have assigned seats at the theater, you can't just sit somewhere else and tell them to fuck off, right? Like it's just there. They're just there, and you're there, and I'm there. And what do you think about this shit?
Well, I think that since like the seating is more spaced out now because of all the nice luxury chairs and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't notice as many people on telephones.
As many maximum brightness telephones playing fucking Facebook Crush.
I always sit in the front row of not
sit in the front row?
No, not in the front row.
What in the fuck?
Not in the front row, on the bar, as we used to call it.
Oh, yeah, the bar.
So there's usually no one in front of me.
Well, that's great.
You got a copy of Layer. How much did this cost you?
$10 shipped.
$10 shipped. Wow.
Complete in box.
Nice.
We can write that off, right?
Yeah, we can write it off.
You know how pissed I am that there's a GameStop sticker underneath the plastic on the actual game?
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Those are the kind you can't take off with a hairdryer and WD-40.
I remember when... it's got a manual. Cool.
Yes, of course, I bought it with the manual. I did not play the video game.
There's some weight to the box, which I enjoy. There's no weight to boxes anymore.
Take a dump in it. It's got plenty of weight.
My kid took a dump in the woods today.
First time?
I was so proud.
Yeah, what do you wipe with? I know what. I don't care.
I told him
Shut the fuck up.
Get a really good squat.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, it was solid. It's okay. So he came home and he took a shower immediately, but we still had about 2 miles to go.
Okay. Was he off trail or did he take a dump on the trail?
He went off the trail slightly and went behind a tree.
Okay.
He made all this decision on his own. Because he was a little bit ahead of us.
If I go tomorrow and you give me like a rough location, can I look at the piece of shit? Can I look at it? Can I see it? Can you take me to it?
I think it's on the Hickory Trail, maybe the Pawpaw Trail.
It's a 2 mile trail. You're going to have to be a little more specific than that.
It's almost 3 miles if you take the full loop, I think. At least my watch said it was 3 miles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway.
Take me to the piece of shit.
What does that mean?
Lead me to the piece of shit. I meant that literally.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. Well, were my kids still outside when you got here?
Yeah, they were kicking a soccer ball at a velocity that I considered unsafe for cars.
Yeah, we don't get too many cars.
No, I meant like at your car and my car.
Oh. Why? They're usually on the other side of the house. I mean, I don't expect you to know the answer to that question. Are you ready?
Fuck yeah.
You got anything for the intro?
I have the file folder in my phone of potential intro. Oh, my map is still on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you mean to pick some from the fucking Scream file here?
Yeah, just pick some from the file because I ran out. All mine were related to the upcoming season, and
okay,
that's done.
I've got two that can work. One's video game related. One is just a thought I had while completely sober the other night, which could prompt for an interesting discussion.
Okay.
I'm sober every night, so that's not really a special thing.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to paste this in the RealNet so that people can see it. I mean, people can see it now, but so that you...
Audio podcast.
Well, I'm going to cut this part. But now you can see it, Eric. You can pull your telephone out and look at it later.
But it's much...
Press the button, Chris. This is before I knew I was going to be reading from the fucking screen. Oh, what am I doing? I'm like... I must have taken a break or something. I don't know, man. Hold on. There it is. At least...
But a heartless life is an empty and worthless.
No. Let's see. I went to the forest and fought some of the things that I wasn't supposed to. That doesn't matter.
In real life today or in the game?
No, in the game, but it's not that important.
Okay.
I tried to sequence break it here. But they never... Sorry about that. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I went by... Well then, Alex, the time is at hand. I think there's another... Well, there's...
Living in America.
Did the DC shooter, he has a manifesto too, right?
DC shooter, can you be more specific?
2 days ago.
Yeah, he's got one.
He's got one?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think I've read that one.
Always have a manifesto.
Yeah. I don't think I've read that one, but I'm pretty
sure. It's not great. It's coherent.
I'm pretty sure I know what it says, though.
Yeah. Rather than...
Okay, Tempest this is Tempest's profile in the guide. Tempest
lives... the manual. Or do you have the guide of the manual?
No, I can't talk.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm getting there. I lost my spot. Oh my God. Go ahead and do some NPCs, Eric. Let's see. I talked to him. He said, well, I don't know if hanging out with that medicine man.
No.
I don't know if hanging, yeah. It can be. It's already 8:15. Are we going to be able to do 2? Or
we'll do 2 if we can make the...
You got to get up early?
I'm forcing myself to get up early to do something stupid. Yes, that's correct.
Do you want to just just do one long one?
No.
You don't want to do one long one?
No.
You hate long ones?
Yes.
Because you cannot only edit 5 minutes of podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of...
It's right there.
I have to sit there and do it until it's done.
You have to.
I kind of have to. Yeah.
Why is that just a thing? Is it an OCD symptom?
I don't like... It's the same reason why I can't go to bed without having beat the Dark Souls boss.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I want to vanquish this boss so that I may rest with all work completed.
Turd-Sick. Turd-Sick.
Turd-Sick. Turd-Sick. Enfermo.
Will do. I'm also a listener. You want to hear some hot sounds I've recorded?
Fuck no, you can't do that. But you can use the Super Nintendo mouse on Kashimosim.Porteranta.
Do you have the dialogue?
We're going to play it.
I know, but I just want to see if it was any different than the...
Is there something wrong with your eyes? Didn't you see the signs warning about the cranky, stinky, rude genius? That's me, Myght. I hate noise, interruptions, and people. You're trespassing. Go away. Fart.
It's pretty much the same.
Laike replies.
I gotta read this?
Got it, yeah. Let me highlight this for you. There you go.
Laike replies. Power Grand...
Null tells me that
Here had an awful lot to drink, and I'm concerned. That isn't going to come back from me. All right, and I'm concerned that he isn't going to come back for more.
Null can smell Kyre's. Null tells the doubting Jessica, nope. I have to say that after he stops, then I'll pause in. Are you a thief as well? Well, Fresca has a comeback. Sorry, I just read my next line. I'm just kind of arbitrarily throwing lines to you. I apologize.
No, it's all right. It's Null. We're looking for.
Null tells them we're looking for our own guest.
No.
Null tells them we're on our own quest. We can discuss this when our next paths. We can discuss it when our next.
Can we get that for you?
Yep. No, I can't do it. Fuck off.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling myself to fuck off.
Yeah.
Not you.
You're
fine.
Hold on. Let me. Farewell, Alex. Oh, I might need that because
I am sending you the information.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.